Star in My City podcast. I'm your host, Sean Treasy. We got Colors, the Networkman, in the building today. Y'all know Colors, the man behind the scenes of Meeting of the Minds, Those to Watch radio show, The Other Side podcast, Food Talk, Meeting Other Bosses, and so forth on. Colors, let's go ahead and tell them boys some stuff. I know I missed out like maybe 10 other things.
You so stupid. What's up, bro? What's good, man? It's good to be back here. You know what I'm saying? I think the only thing you left was I founded the 4-time award-winning record label, management company, however you want to word it, Long Time Camera Entertainment. You know, I ran that for 12 years before I stepped down to pass the headliner. So yeah, that, and I brought you a lot of great artists. I don't even want to start saying which ones they are because I'm gonna forget somebody and somebody gonna watch it and be like, man, I was with Long Time Camera, you ain't shout me out. But it brought you a lot of great artists. You know, some still there and some moved on to greater, you know, to other things.
Right. Okay. All right. So,
and of course, artists.
Yeah. Since you passed down since you stepped down from CEO of Long Time Coming Entertainment, you've been more of Colors the Artist.
Yes.
Once upon a time, you was Colors the Artist.
That's what started it all. Some people don't believe it. You rap? You used to rap? I don't use it. I still do.
Just bust a freestyle when people ask you that back.
Yeah, back in the days. Yeah, you know. Yo, I was there. Yeah, I'm getting back on that. Getting back on that wagon. I'm just really passionate about my music. Not saying I lost the passion. I just kind of went away from it, you know, and just evolved into other things. But now it's full circle, like most of the time life is. And that's what I decided to, you know, get back into it heavy. You know, me and you got the Over 30 album that's right there. Running Chris, about to come out soon, a couple months, God willing. We got our video, you know, where my lady's at with beautiful cousins, Ruthless AJ and Lady Karma, as well as Long Time Coming Entertainment award winner Rico, and shot by award winning, you know what I'm saying, Jay Brown. So yeah, y'all check that video. I was doing some good numbers with my ladies. Yeah, I can't do it like Rico, y'all.
Colors, before you had the name Colors, you was called Sleazy Z or something like that.
God, you think, wow, man, who told you that? Wow, CZG, Sassy G. Yeah, them in the old playing around names I had, because I used to listen to a lot of NWA. Easy, kind of play off of Easy, so I was Sleazy Z. Never recorded nothing, just, you know, wrote some rhymes and just put down the paper. Sassy G, the same thing. Those were like the two names I used to play off of before I found the name. You know, everybody finds that name that fits them.
Okay. So, you know, you got a song called Just Me. It's pretty dope. You know what I mean? What was your thought process before you got to the studio? Like, how did you come up with just, hey, I'm gonna do a song called Just Me?
Well, it's been in my mind for probably a year or two. Like, you know what? Like I said, when I jumped back in this music bag heavy, I was like, what I haven't done. I always try to look at what I haven't done. I noticed I haven't ever did a song where it was just me. So that's why the title was just me. The verse is just me. The hook is just me. So the video's not just me. That's why it took a little minute to come out. Because I had some cameos.
Yeah, who all you got in there? Cameo?
You, Rock Fame, J Vibe, who else? Drea, Mahogany Darkberry, Jade Vocals, Aria the model. I believe that's it. Shout out to my. She also has a Meeting of the Minds. Shout out to Elevated Mental. She's in it too, as well as my beautiful cousin Ruthless AJ. Yeah. So yeah. I got probably 10. That's probably the least cameos I ever did. But it took a minute. You know, it took a minute to get some of them. You know, Drea, I love you though.
So take us back in time, right? You know what I'm saying? When you first got out here, I think you had a partner and y'all formed a group called Dangerous Alliance.
Wow. Yeah, shout out to Chili, the Below Zero Prince, Art Below. I don't know which name he going by now. We haven't talked in probably almost a year. But yeah, that's the start of Dangerous Alliance. We met in high school, and we just clicked. 97. And we clicked, and we just said I always had Dangerous Alliance in my mind because I used to watch wrestling. I think Paulie Dangerous had the Dangerous Alliance. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it came from. It wasn't the original. So that's why I probably got sued anyway. But yeah, so she and Chili became it. We had neighborhood people in it. DJ G, who y'all know out here as a DJ, he was in it. He used to go by DJ Fizz. It was his cousins, Mr. Nobody and Kendall J. Then Chili brought his cousin in, Noah, aka was it Magnu, Man Against God, now Unified Man. Then he changed it to No Shit Man, Nosh Man. So yeah, that was the Dangerous Lines. But and 17 Star came too because I was my first girlfriend was her best friend, and that's how we met. And 17 just stayed in there, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, and then when it was time to really, and then Young Deceased, my cousin Platinum Plus was there. But once it was time to record, it was only 17, Chili, myself, Young Deceased, who he went away for a while, came out doing his thing though. I think he's a trainer now. Young Deceased became Two Face or Torch. He was Torch, and I think that last thing he was Two Face, and my cousin Platinum Plus, and then we did like 2 songs together. What You Really Want to Do? I still think about doing a new version of that. What You Really Want to Do? Dangerous Lines Coming Through. And we also did No One Trusted. No one trusted. Folks are no better than busters. How many haters around? There's a cluster. And we went to the studio, Shackle Tracks. I think everybody in Charleston was going there for the most part. But this guy named Angel Fred. I think he's a heart surgeon or something now, I heard. But yeah, we used to go there. But that was the start of Dangerous Lines. We did 2 albums and we met some label in there, independent label, trying to sign us. But they really had just want Young Deceased. But they thought they had to get all of us. So that kind of caused a rift. Like some people was going to sign the contract, some people wasn't. So it was kind of like a rift. Like Chili didn't want to sign. I think 17, did she want to sign? I can't remember who didn't want to sign, who did want to sign. It was crazy though. But I think nobody ended up signing. That kind of dissolved. So it ended up being me, Chili, and 17 moving forward with Dangerous Lines. Everybody kind of.
So how did y'all end up? I guess, but just time, difference in opinions, difference in life. Is that how y'all end up just splitting? And because it seemed like I think you're the only one still from that particular group. You're the only one still out here rapping.
Yeah. What happened was 17 went off to college. And did her own thing. You know what I'm saying, and we lost touch. I mean, now she's of course part of Other Side podcast, which I'm excited to bring people from the early days back into the fold of what we got going on now. But yeah, 17 Star, yeah, she ended up going to college. Chili, what happened was we had an audition to meet Salt from Salt and Pepper and Play from Kid and Play, and we went up there and met them. And they were excited because we slept in the car. I was in Virginia, and they was putting together this hip hop rap showcase or play or something like that. And we performed a song called This Is Our Year. That's the only time we performed that song. This is our year. I think I still want to bring that back. But anyway, This Is Our Year. And they liked it. They was like, yo, you guys come back tomorrow. We're going to do shit to this upcoming group from Virginia, Neptunes. But we knew what Neptunes was. They weren't popping yet. This is like 2001, 2000, something like that. They were there behind the scenes. And we were like, and they were like, they did some behind the scenes work with Mace. You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay. And so I was like, oh, we got to get better songs. We about to hit Lincoln to somebody. So what happened was I had a cousin who I'd never met, which is how stupid that is thinking back on it. And I was like, I got his address. We was going to drive further up Virginia to find my cousin's house and go to the studio and record stuff. And what happened was my homeboy fell asleep at the wheel, totaled the car. We got stuck in this racist town called South Hill, Virginia. Yep, South Hill, Virginia. Do not go there. I don't know. That was like so long ago. But back then in 03, 02, it was crazy. It was crazy. But and Chili ended up moving back and going to catch the bus in New York. My mom sent money for me to catch the bus and went to South Carolina. And that's when I came back because I'm going super hard on my music. That's how I ran into MC Little, which now everybody knows her as Queen Cat. But back then she was MC Little. She was like 13. And we just kind of formed a support system, so to speak. And then she started her company, Queen Cat Entertainment. I came in. Jake Brown came later. Yeah, so that's kind of like how that stuff metamorphed.
All right. So when you met Queen Cat, she had put together KKE.
Not at first. She was only 13.
Yeah, but I'm saying
over time
when she put together.
Yeah, and she asked me to be part of it because I was always coming supporting and promoting.
Okay. And then you, I guess, somehow, you introduced her to Jay, and then
Jay was automatic. Yeah, Jay already knew her. He recorded our first song, Game Plan.
So then it was a good fit for all y'all.
Yeah, then she started. Queen Cat Entertainment. I think in 08. She started that in 08. And it was going to be basically like a branch of artists, almost like what Juice Gang is. I guess it's a blend of artist support system. No, not so much a label, more of a crew.
Yeah.
But I guess at times it was a label too. But yeah, and it was like from all over. We had some people from Charleston, some people from the country. I can't remember all the people that was in it. But from Charleston, Miss Taz was a part of it for a while. Chubb Raps was a part of it. Westside Real was a part of it. which he's Somerville, but still. And Mark Madness was a part of it too.
Mark
Madness, yeah, he was a part of it too.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I remember Madness. But before KKE, you had ME.
Yeah, I forgot about ME. Yeah, ME was I think it was all of us, all right? Me, you, Dane, aka Warp Minds, Jay Brown, Wise, Chili. Because I was like, that was still in the early time.
So going through all the process, right? Like, so the process from like Dangerous Alliance.
Dangerous Alliance was still in it. It was a group in ME. Yeah, because then y'all had a side group. Remember TOK, you, Chili, and Platinum. And you was happy that you went to Barbarian?
Yeah.
Was you happy to Ghetto Piranha or Get Up Around Her?
Ghetto Piranha.
Ghetto Piranha. And then you was Barbarian. Yeah.
What you say?
The Barbarian after that, right?
Then, but like, so I mean, I guess during all that time, during your early years, all that was your progression.
Yeah, to find out who I wanted to be. Yeah, everything was a learning lesson. Like, I'm not mad at none of them. Even like, what I'm saying, the stuff, the collaboration, the love that I had with, had at JIG with PDCO, the business partnership. Like, all was progressing to make me who I am now. So without any of that stuff, I wouldn't be who I am now. So I have, like how we always ask those to watch, what's your regrets? I have no regrets. It's all learning steps to make me the 44-year-old guy I am now.
Right. And then, so that was, your progression. And then somewhere along the time, by around 2007, you decided to do your first solo album.
Yeah, well, actually 2005, I think we started on it. Jay got the studio, and I used to always curve Jay, which I always feel bad every time I think about it, because he'd been trying to get me to come, like, man, come check what I got out. I said, man, you my homeboy, you know how to make no music, man. I'm going to wait for my cousin Teeth. And he called me, hey, you need to come, man. I got this stuff set up, man. Hey, man, wait for my cousin Teeth. And cousin Teeth will make this beat for me for the song, scream my name out. And he called me back, hey, you supposed to go like this? I said, wait, that's you? That don't sound bad. I came up there. And we recorded it. I was so excited. I put it on my answer machine. So when people would call, leave a message, all you heard was, scream my name. And then you can, man, take that off there. He said, what is that?
You had call it spitting bars or
sitting bars, yep. And that was because I felt like it was freedom of jail. Basically, like I felt like I was free, when I was being able to rap. So when I wasn't able to rap, it was more, like I felt prison in. So that's why the cover got me in jail with the mic, with just my shirt off. My mom thought I was butt naked. I said, no, it's just my shirt off. So you let Perry take a picture, you like, it's just my shirt.
That's the cover.
Yeah, Jay Brown did the cover.
So back then, that's when we was doing CDs with covers.
CDs, yeah. The cover was me sitting with a mic, like a booth, but I was in jail. It was a jail, yep.
Okay, all right, okay. Damn, I didn't know you had that mentality that you thought you'd be in jail for the rest of your life. Okay, all right. But then you have on that. I want to say on that album you had
everything. Yeah,
I'm pretty much on every album.
Yeah,
but then you have like a song, and I might be on that one. That had like 40 people.
No, that was actually supposed to be on Time Waits. A song never came out. You Can Get It. Yeah, you was on that too. Yeah, I think we maxed out at 70. The Jay lost it, and we just never put it out. It was 80. Ended like 80. Yeah, people come to the studio and say, yeah, man, you number 80, man. I don't know about that.
You remember all the people you had on?
Oh, Lord. They'd be here all day. It was so much. Yeah, it was so much people. Every time I met somebody, like if I just met you, I was like, hey, man, what's your email? Hey, I want you to get on this. J Vibe ended up on it. Miss Taz was on it. I think Miss Taz said, take me off. That's too much people. Right. I think at the time when she got on, it was 30. I don't know if I want to get on a song with 30.
Okay. But on Spitting Bars or Sitting Bars, you had, besides myself as a feature, you had J Vibe, Tam.
No, J Vibe wasn't there yet.
Okay.
Tam wasn't there. You, DJ Classy C, but she was just Classy C back then. Y'all were the features. We had a young lady, C Hood, but she took her parts off. And another young lady, Anaga Walkie. She was Nigerian.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was all the features. Scrap D did a solo on there. In the franchise, Light Skin God, original Drake.
Right. When you put that album out, you really kind of put your foot in the door in Charleston.
Yeah, I had fun with that album. I mean, it was fun, and that's where I'm at. I'm back on that tip. That album was so That mixtape, because everything on there was just industry beats, but that mixtape was so fun. And I was giving it away, and Jay was like, they want money, get it.
You was giving it away at the
Yeah,
same
everybody
time.
wanted
You was
money.
collecting phone numbers.
Yep, networking and stuff like that. That's how the network man started. Because Los, the host, kept calling me the network king because I was connecting people. I was like, that was too egotistical. Just call me the network man. So that's why I was Colors The Network Man.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so that was kind of blend hand in hand, building up my repertoire.
25 for a text blast.
Yeah, what I missed that, boy. I lived off that for a whole year. Shout out to the owner of Kush and Young Toonsbomb. They were like two of my biggest customers. Man, I'm paying for the blast, man. I'm paying for it.
So on Spitting Bars or Sitting Bars, what was the singles off of there?
The what?
What were your singles?
It was it was an industry beats. We didn't have any singles. We just I don't think we even did any videos or nothing back then. It just was just something to put out to let you hear how I rap over industry beats. We had Lay Low beat over there. Jay-Z, What More Can I Say on there. I was just rapping off industry beats, just showing you how I sound off industry beats. There was no singles. But I had a song that we recorded with Supreme Wisdom with me and DJ Classic C called Talk to Me that he produced. And that was a single I was performing, but I would give you Spitting Bars.
Yeah.
But looking back, that time Wasteland should have probably been on there as you looking back, hindsight. But yeah, I was performing during Talk to Me everywhere, churches, banquet halls. Shout out to Sandra Wilson, gave me some of my first shows. Los the host gave me some of my first shows. Star to Be Recipes with Drayton gave me some of my first shows.
Because when you put that CD out, you was performing a lot of places.
Jay was there a good bit. My mom,
the pub.
Palmetto Pub.
Yeah.
I was performing. Yeah, I was performing a lot of places. Palmetto Pub. Where else was I?
Right, and then you was a lot of.
Yeah, me and Destiny was tag teaming a lot of places. Destiny Moore on Facebook. She moved to Atlanta.
You was a lot of places showing people love. Like I said, you was collecting numbers.
Yeah,
and
building.
Like,
Hey,
where you got a show at, and then you would be at their show.
Yeah.
This and that and the third. Which kind of drove you to your next album, huh?
Yeah, Where's the my next mixtape? Yeah, Where's the Love? Yeah, and that's when because I started noticing it was a lot of click stuff, especially back then. It was like if you didn't have Marley Marl, Mr. Taylor, Fat Boy, Pacino Dino, Dirty Dave, Primetime and Digger. It was like probably 10 artists. Hollywood and Troy, Shalon Raquel, Aaron Westwood. They weren't on Kiddo. They weren't on your albums. And nobody was like looking at them. If DJ Goldie and did your artwork or Faison, then they look at him. Carminsky or what's his name? 5DZ didn't shot your music video. They wouldn't really like check for it. Jason Cords and I think it was a couple other photographers didn't do your photos. They wouldn't look at them. Yeah, it was so divided. That's why I'm saying when people talk about the vision now, I'm like, y'all should have really seen the vision. Like look at the CD. Dang, you got Mr. Taylor in here? You got Fat Boy in here? You got Dirty Dave? Dang. You ain't got, they was really be like that serious. Dang, Faison, you should have did Faison do your artwork. Yeah, they had like it was poison. It was foreign because it wasn't what they was used to. Yes. But now everybody just started doing, pretty much doing their own videos, having their own studio. If you wasn't going to 40, Twin, Dro, it was like a couple studios. I can't remember who else. 40, Twin, and Dro. Then they kind of look at, why you ain't going to 40? Why you ain't going to Dro? Why you going to... So it's like a lot of progression.
And at that time, you was going to Studio J.
Yeah, and a little bit of Supreme, on track record, Supreme Wisdom. Between them, but mainly Jay.
Jay
was back then called The Forest and changed it to The Weight Room.
What was the first one?
The Forest, because it was so embedded. It was like like Riding Hood, Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, because you was like I said, when you put Spitting Bars out, you was really kind of all over the place, kind of something everywhere.
Yeah, I was there. That came out.
That's why I say you put your foot in Charleston. Then that's when you like put one foot in.
Yeah, so I seen what was going on. Yeah, and that's when I met a lot of people at the shout out to Baron Rivers, and it was Stop the Violence, and it was supposed to be the winner of the Stop the Violence showcase. Go to perform at 106 in Park, but something happened, didn't happen. But that day, I met pretty much 90% of the Charleston artists, and some that wasn't Charleston that came to perform right there at Gaslight Square. They used it right there because Baron's studio was right there too.
And then you okay, so then here it is, 2011.
Yeah, Where's the Love drop?
Yeah,
that's
Where's the Love drop?
Because that showed me like doing all that networking up until 2011, up from Spitting Bars to to get to Where's the Love. It showed me at that time. Not at that time now. I'm not talking about now. At that time, like there's a lot of divisions, there's a lot of hate. And, so that's why I call the album Where's Love. And I, just basically saying that when somebody really embrace you with that genuineness, why can't you return it and embrace them with that genuineness? So that's basically what it was saying. But it came off very whiny. Very looking back on it, like I don't even like listen to it because it comes out very whiny, very complaining, very ungrateful to people who did show me love. You know what I'm saying? Jay Brown showed me love. PD, CEO showed me love. Queen Entertainment showed me love. Miss Drayton threw me a whole album release party. Didn't ask for, what she took. I think she took half or a quarter, but still, she had the building. So she did a whole album release party for me. Sandra Wilson did an appreciation party. So it was like I was basically saying, F these people, I want more love. I want the love from these people, which I see a lot of people nowadays kind of still had that mentality like, oh, all these people came to the show, but why this person ain't came? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, like, appreciate who's there. And you know what I'm saying? Like my fiance always says, who's supposed to be there gonna be there. But at that time I couldn't see it. I was just so, why this person ain't buy my album? Why this person ain't put me on the show? You know what I'm saying? After all the features, the love I had to put the album out and to promote the album, I want more. I want love from over here. So that's how I felt looking back at it. It came off wine. It's my dark album. I even had a song in there like really going in on my dad, like the 44-year-old me. I don't know. I mean, here's what it is. Yeah, I did a video. You and Tara did the hook. You was in the video. Where's I think it was. I'm going back to where the love is at. Yeah,
that's just how I guess back then.
That's how you felt. I was in my 20s. I was in my 25, 26, 27. I think I might have been 29, 30 when I put that out. I think I was 25, 26 when we did Spit and Bars. So I think I was like 29 or 30. Yeah, that was how I felt. So that's what I'm saying. There's different chapters of me. That album was like me saying, why won't you look at me? That's how I felt. That way. Why won't you look at me?
And at that time when you put that album out, people, or was it Spitting Bars, when people used to be like, oh man, he offbeat, he orthodox, and
I think both of them. But Where's the Love It got love though. That's crazy because Felicia played on her radio show. Shout out to Felicia Rivers. She played the intro. I guess she played it to see what people were gonna say, and people was like, I feel it. Yeah. Played the intro and the first song. It's like, I feel it, the man speaking the truth. Like, it's cool, because the first song, I was like, oh, it's cool for you to ask me for something. I asked you for something, you turn your back on me. That was the intro. So, like, it's cool for me to help you, but it's not cool when I need help from you.
Okay.
So, yeah, she played it, and it was like, yo, I feel that. Shout out to, I think it was Melly Mel who said he felt the intro when she played it. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, that was just how I felt at the time. It was my venting album. And I'm definitely not that place for it. Jay don't like it either. Double disc. I think we pressed up a good bit though. To sell them at $10 a pop. I think I pressed up probably four sets of 100. So I was at $400 looking back at it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
selling them out the trunk.
Out the trunk or going to the front of the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, but going to music conventions and conferences.
Right. So before
who did the artwork? Jay, that was PD, right? Yeah, PD did that one. PD CEO did the artwork on that one.
Right. So what was it like, from the start, from your very first start of going to a studio and then meeting Jay and then him putting together a studio and then you're coming to his studio now, and what was it like?
It was a familiarity because, like, see, he done took me to, all y'all went with me to Shaka Tracks and saw how Angel, did at that time. So I mean,
how did it help your flow process?
Well, back then I didn't listen, but now it helps a lot. Back then he tell me something, no, I'm putting it out this way. But yeah, it's somebody actually showed interest and caring, in me, saying trying to get me on the right track or on the right beat, so to speak. Somebody that really was didn't want to just take your money. You know what I'm saying? Just want to just help you.
I got you. And then 2014, you dropped Time Waits for No Man, The Progression.
That was supposed to come out ever since like 2000. Just had the title and just played with songs. Yeah, that album was full. That album was.
So do you think by the time, so you're saying that album was supposed to come out before the other ones, but it came out after, right?
Yeah, I had the title before any of them. I didn't really record stuff. Okay. Well, Where's the Love and Time Waits, I probably was recording
Do you think when you put it out after the others, do you think it was the right time?
I feel like it was. I feel like it was perfect timing. I had a shout out to Queen Entertainment. I had a listening party. It wasn't really not a release party. It wasn't packed or nothing like that, but people came, who didn't. But I knew, the promotion could have been better on that release party, looking back at them from all angles, not just Quick Entertainment. Because I could have got out here, me being a network band, and passed flyers out and be like, hey, I got my own listening party, my album release party, make sure y'all come. I know I had a lot of different people performing.
How did you feel about that album once you put it
I
out?
love that album. I still love that album. I mean, I love them all. It's just different parts of me, but there's certain parts you don't want to go back to. You know what I'm saying? So Where's the Love is something. Besides the posse cuts on there, oh my God, Jay was making most of the production on there. Bring It to Him. There's a lot of I can't remember all the production on Where's the Love, but there was a lot of posse cuts that was just off the chain. But Tom Waits, yeah, Tom Waits was like me growing up. Like basically, I think a lot of the album I'm talking about Where's My Wife. I Looking for My Wife. I think I talked a lot about that song, Miss Ramadan. That's what originally dropped on that. Yeah, that was on there. And did a video for that. Shout out to J. Paul for that video. And I was just trying to, find my wife and have some kids. That's what I talked about on a lot of the records. There was a song on there at the end called I Ain't Going Nowhere with Tamara Johnson sang the hook. And Yah did the beat. No matter what they say or what they hear, they can whisper in your ear, I ain't going nowhere. I'ma stay right here. And I'm still here. Yeah, but that song basically was just me talking about maybe hitting a retirement or taking a break. There was a lot of that talk on that album. That I want to get more into management. I think around that album I had you and Tamara, and I think Trell and Shy Girl came a little after. So I was kind of focused on, let me focus on these other people who see something in me and want me to believe in them and push them. But yeah, the album, there was a lot of talk on, it's going to my last go around, my last album. Yeah. Matter of fact, I think I said it on that album. I think it's a song called Real Talk. And which, shout out to your sister Yoshika did the video, and PD shot the video, and Shalonda sung the hook. But yeah, Real Talk, I talked about retirement. Yeah, there was a lot of talk on moving on from rap and on that album.
Okay.
Yeah, the album was kind of like, just wanted to close the rap part off. That's how I felt at that moment.
Right. And then you kind of did close it
I
out.
kind of felt back. I mean, I did verses here and there. And then 2017, 18, I started slowly working on There Can Only Be One. I wasn't supposed to work on another album. Shout out to HD and Cozy. I can't deny it. Yeah, what happened was he came on to Long Time Coming Entertainment, and he wanted to make beats with me. He loved my style. He said, I don't care what they say. You raw. Them punchlines hitting, man. Just give me some, let me get some production. I said, I'm not doing it. But I had made Page Song because I had a daughter. And PD shout out to him, made the video and the beat. Shout out to PD CEO on that. And shout out to Tia Lee who did the hook. And I did that video, but I didn't know what I was doing with the song, the single, how I was going to push it. I just was pushing it. And then when, Cozy came with that idea for making another album, and I was like, what I'm going to do? And PD and J. Paul all was like, man, you should do it. At least you have a place now for where Page Song can go. So I started working on it, but I wanted to do this album planned. So I actually was putting together songs and thinking who I hear on the song. So that album was real. This album coming out, There Can Only Be One is really planned. It wasn't like, hey, get on the song. It was like more like, all I need. Okay, I hear Treasy on here. I hear Old Dog on there, Mac Burner, Just Jazz, Erica Vaughn. It was more like listening for the titles and the beats, kind of what J Vibe do, and see who you, and the subject matter, and see who fits. So the album was put together well. There Can Only Be One.
But it just it hasn't come out yet.
It just hasn't come because I'm adding. Then Afterthought ended up coming out. You know what I mean? Because that Afterthought and Over 30 was kind of both, dabbling, recording on three of them. But Afterthought was the one that got done first, so that came out first.
Right. So after the progression, and then
I took a break and some advantage and stuff.
Yes, and then now you're back to just Colors the artist. Like, what's your feel? Like,
I'm excited. I feel like the 26-year-old Colors, but just with more listening and more understanding.
Okay.
I'm excited, man. Like, I love shout out to Ric Flair. Got a lot of beats from him.
Do you think you needed that break from rapping?
Yeah, I think I did.
You got a better understanding of the game?
Yeah, I think I definitely needed it. And I wouldn't say it was a complete break. Like I said, I think I did some features for you. But as far as like putting out stuff, yeah, I definitely, I think it was needed. Kind of like you getting, you know what I'm saying? You kind of need that break. Like when you're working all year and you need to take 2 weeks off, just kind of you know what I'm saying, revise yourself. So I needed, that was definitely needed. And then it really pushed a long time coming. People got awards. The label got award, got nominated, won awards. So really, to get in that CEO manager bag was like, was needed, and gave a lot of people great opportunities. BlackBerry, Rainbow Vixen, oh my God, Aria the model. So many people were at such high levels, that came through a long time coming. Shy Girl. I can go on, I can't even think about it. Trillion Cutter, he's directing, he's still on talking. Directed, acting, you got your own podcast, you know what I'm saying? Like it was needed. Like I feel like if I didn't take that break, then things would have probably been different.
Gotcha.
Like I said, not saying I control people's careers, but just saying that they getting their start and kind of just putting them out there.
Right, because when you started basically, being from Colors the artist to Colors the Networkman, you was kind of going to Atlanta, Savannah, Columbia, Charlotte, because you had developed, you had a lot of
relationships.
You had some artists that was getting a lot of calls to come out and perform in free places. Then you had like models that was getting called to come and model in free places.
Yeah.
What was that? I mean, like, what was that experience like for you?
It was fun. It was fun. I mean, it's fun. It was fun. It didn't start getting, start wearing you down because you got a daughter, then, fiance, you know what I'm saying? So it's like your time is getting spent all over the place. Like, how you going to balance that? Even with those watch, we cut it down to 2 times a month. And, other side 2 times a year, 2 times a month. He's in a year. And you know what I'm saying? And even meeting the bosses 3 times a year. So just so, we all got lives, you know what I'm saying? So Jay can do all the studio stuff. Rafael can spend more time with O and her daughter and whatnot. So, that just basically so everybody can just adjust more. You know what I'm saying? Because if we didn't take them breaks, then it'd be too much trying to pile on.
Right. You so since you I mean over your career of being Colors the artist, you perform not perform, you had songs with like Port Baby.
The
old was once upon a time.
Original Man, all OSB.
OSB. You had songs
Soldier.
Like Mugger Man, Danny Mae, Soldier.
Yeah.
Is there anybody, I guess, I mean it's a few, I know I'm missing like.
Yeah, it's God, there's so much features. I can't I can't even shoot. It was so much features in there. I can't even who else? Those are like some of the ones people at least expected. I got Old Dog from Mom's Corner on there. We did a record together. He's on the record. Mike Burner, Erica Vaughn, who's dope in Columbia. Just Jazz, she's dope, you know what I'm saying? Diamond South. Hezzy's always on records, you know what I'm saying? So it's so much people. J5, Tamara, even though she's, really not heavy in the music no more. If I asked her to come through to sing something, she came through. Shy Girl, Donna J. It's so many different artists. A couple people I met at my job that rap. We were Ron G, The Great, CJ Versus, Snatcher, Crumb Snatcher, The Snatcher. DJ Classy bringing her back in the fold as a singer as well, singing on a record or two. So yeah, it's been a lot of great people, opportunities. I still not giving up on getting features from certain people. Unless they just flat out tell me, no, I don't want to work with you. Joy Giovanni, I'm a big fan of Joy Giovanni. Ever since she started really doing her modeling, she started as Video Vixen. She was in Scooter C's music video One Night Stand, but now she's heavy in her artist bag and she's killing it. But I still, from day one, always wanted to do a record with her. Hopefully that'll still happen, Joy. Also, always wanted to still do a record with, who is it? God dang, I was to my tongue now, I forgot. But definitely wanted to always do something with Joy Giovanni. Who else? Some of the co-op guys. I would love to do, I just think that one just ain't happened yet. But yeah, with the co-op guys, I'm a big fan of all of them. So Tom Live, you know what I'm saying? Logan, I know formerly Logan, I forgot the new name right now. But yeah, Ronnie Johnson, you know what I'm saying? Chris Lee, typical Lee. Mr. Matthews. So any of them guys I like to, do a record with. I just think it just ain't happened yet. For the most part though, I've done records. I still like doing something with B Kiddo. I don't so that would ever happen, but I'm a fan of her punchlines, her cadence. So like B Kiddo, you know what I'm saying? Joy Giovanni. I can't think who.
Which one of your albums had the most features? Would you say Where's the Love?
Dang. Where's Love and Tom Waits? It's like neck and neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, them two way more than there can only be one.
Who was featured on Where's the Love?
God, people that
besides myself, I know I had a feature on there.
And you, Classy, and J5 always been on them. Was Mark Madness on there? I think Mark Madness, he wasn't? He wasn't on the KKE song? He was already out of KKE at that time? C Nice was on there. What was the song? Stay Out the Game. Mark Madness was on there? Anyway, well, me and Mark Madness gotta do something now. I'm gonna hit Mark Madness up because I thought we did something. I know I did stuff on his album. Yeah, God, it was so much features on both of them. I wish I had a paper in front of me. God, Pop Shop, that was a rare one. Yeah, y'all boy, look there. He actually came through. Chubb, I think Chubb. We done did Chubb. We done did a video. Ratchet Princess, Tragman. Yeah, it was God, it was a lot of people. A lot of JIG artists at the time. C-Leg, PD CEO, Harmony Ella. I don't think I've got a chance to work with Snug though. Who else on there? G Steel. Yeah, it was a lot. KKE, yeah, Queen Cat always was on my stuff. I don't think Protege never got on nothing. Queen Cat, you know what I'm saying? What's his name? Ya. Yeah, Jack never got on nothing. Ya and Fu. Yeah.
So who's some of the producers you work with
Oh yeah.
throughout all your albums?
Yeah, Warp Minds, which is Ric Flair. You know, he didn't change the name of his company. Ayo Berg got some beats from him. PD the CEO. Mr. Candidate from back in the days. Montana Mister, Just Perp. Raleigh Krantz. Yeah, that's definitely I think that's the majority. Sean Dobie, majority of production right there. I think come from the J. Paul, the Demigod. About the 10. Stubbs, De Niro. Now you go by the Young Dinosaurs, Somerville Stubb. But those are most people. And yeah, as far as artists, how can I forget Nero G and Westside Real? Got them on, me, you, and them on a dope track together with a young lady from Charlotte, Elise Fontaine. Like, that's amazing to me that, you know, she came down, did her Those to Watch interview, and then went right in the studio and did the hook. Yeah, Elise Fontaine, shout out to her. She'll be performing at this meeting of mine July 14th.
Gotcha. So, what you would say the time frame for that can only be one?
It just depends on if over 30 come first. Whichever one get finished first, it probably over 30. I don't know. But yeah, but I would like to get There Can Only Be One out because I really already got stuff for the next album. And I'm gonna say it right here, so somebody else take that album, then I know where it come from. Shining Through is the next album, next Colors album. Yeah, that's actually a title I had forever since a commercial when I was a kid. You know, see your true colors shining through.
Hey, you know, like you said, once upon a time, you used to didn't listen when people would try to.
Yeah, when y'all boys tell me take something off, take something. Me and you used to be hard. Back in the days, we would have never did a dang album together. We used to be and you.
How would you say you are now? Like, what was the change?
Just growth, man. Just maturity. And then maybe just looking back, like, if I had listened, maybe things would have been further along. So just ride along. I'm going to listen. And I hate when y'all keep saying age. Age is not a factor in this music game. It really, to me, never was, but it's definitely not now. You got Dog Pound just, you know, not too long ago released, you know, they in their 50s, released their new album, you know what I'm saying? You got Busta Rhymes still dropping music. You got Rakim from the 80s about to drop a new album. So y'all stop that. I'm too old to rap, too old to model. That is your excuse because you don't want to do it.
What? Okay. Okay. So what would you say, like, since you got out the game for us rapping, you know, you became CEO and you started doing podcasts and radio shows, and then now that you're back into rapping and you're actually, you know, hopping on tracks, because I mean, you always been kind of getting on features, but you're back to doing your thing. What would you say you've seen change?
I say it's more unity. I know some people might disagree with me, but the fact, like I said, I came from the era when it was like a handful of people weren't involved in your music, then they wouldn't mess with you. And it's not like that now because everybody pretty much got a studio. So everybody either going to themselves or going to their friends. Everybody pretty much got producers or they getting beats off SoundClick or they got an out of state, out of country producer. So I think it's more unity. I see a lot of people stay more at the shows and not just leave, you know, as soon as they perform. I see a lot more of that. People cheering people on versus just people looking like, why is he up there walking out? So I've seen a lot more unity, a lot more collaborations. I say that's what I've seen since I got back. A lot more unity, and somebody got something, they won't hold it to themselves. Back then, it used to be like, give me mine. I ain't gonna tell you. Like a little kid. But now I'm like, oh yeah, I did this. Hit them up if you want to get on the show too. Or I did this. Hit them up if you want to, get a beat too. So it's more, I feel like it's more unity. Not perfect, but it's way more unity to the era I came from.
And on There Can Only Be One, What's your feature?
God dang.
Well, I should say, what's your single?
I don't even know yet. I'm gonna do a listening for it. But the one that seems that Jay likes a lot is the title track featuring Lovey. Yeah, Lovey, Miss Lovey Smith, daughter of former newswoman Patrice Smith. Yeah, she did the hook. Yep, and she killed it. And it's produced by J. Paul the Demigod. But that's one Jay Brown seems to really love. Me, like I said, like picking different kids. I know you said your son Elias loved All I Know. Paige, my little one, she loves the Triple Threat off our Over 30, and she loves of course Paige song, but outside of Paige song, she loves Passing the Torch with Me and Rufus, produced by Sean Dovey. But like I said, I'm gonna say like what we were talking about last night, keep in my mind what it is, but do the listening, the gathering, and see what the what the audience say, and see if it be the same matchup or what. But yeah, that's what we're looking at as well. And then Just Me, because there's kind of singles already floating that's gonna be on the project, but this ain't one that just came out right behind the project. Because we got a Paige song been out for years, that's gonna be on the album, of course. We also got the song tribute to my uncles that came out, I think, in 2020.
And you got Passing the Torch.
Yeah, well, Pass the Torch video in the cut, but yeah, that video was already shot. But the single from Uncle was Going Through the Motions featuring Tavia. Yeah, that's out. Produced by HG and Cozy. That video's out. So that's like I said, so some and Just Me is about to come out real soon. That's produced by HG and Cozy again, and saying the video shot by Jay Brown.
Have you ever been in the studio with somebody and they wrote their verse in the studio and you felt some kind of way like, man, I'm gonna just write a new verse. I'm gonna just write my verse in the studio because he wrote his verse in the studio.
Honestly, I've never been in that situation. I just feel like what I wrote for the most part it was supposed to go in that song. That's how I always felt. When I get into rapping and Jay be like, hey, you might need to take that off and add this. As far as that, I'm fine with it. The old me would have been like, step outside, Jay. It's my song, my heart. You take it from my heart. But to me now, it's like, no. But yeah, no, I've never been in there. Like Pepe, my Afterthought group member, she always like, that's how she, most of the time we get in the studio, she go in the other room and she writing them out. We was in there the other day. And she, then she go spit it. But no, I don't feel no type of way about that. I just feel like what I wrote for it. Only time I had to rewrite a verse because I lost it, or I thought I lost it, was we had it off the Afterthought album. It's actually a video down the middle because I couldn't find it. I think wifey put it up somewhere. I couldn't find it, and then we had to go to the studio. So I just wrote that night. I wrote another verse. That's why I have two verses on the down the middle song on the Afterthought video, and Pepe got one because she was like, they both sound hot. Just put both of them on there, and I'll just do a sandwich. And you be the bread, and I be the meat, and the hook be the cheese. So we just left it. So that's why I had two verses of me on down the middle and one verse of her. Because that, I had to write something real quick.
When you drop Over 30, y'all, I mean, not Over 30.
That was we did.
Afterthought. When you drop Afterthought,
yeah, me and Pepe the Prada.
Y'all first single was Part of Me Duke.
Well, actually, we did underground one. The album, the title track, Afterthought, was the first. But we did a video for. We didn't really push the song by itself.
That's right.
Afterthought, yeah, because you in that video. Yeah.
Afterthought,
the song, yeah. That's probably Afterthought is a group, a song, and an album. So y'all gotta remember that.
And then y'all did Part of Me Duke, and that song kind of
that song hit. That song in the remix. What y'all hear on the remix, man?
So I'm saying, when's the remix coming out? I'm pretty sure a lot of people like to know.
Yeah, I know. I can sit down with management and see how we gonna push that. I hate it's like when I used to manage, I can push people all stuff all day, but when it comes to my stuff, I be like overthinking it. But I don't know. I'm gonna talk to Pepe, and I'm gonna talk with Jay and Headliner and just see what we think the best time. I want it definitely for the summer over. What are you thinking? For the Part Me Do remix. I don't know. But yeah, that song, it's like a Juice Gang long time coming mix up. So that's dope for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope. Yeah, Part of Me Do remix. But yeah, that Part of Me Do, shout out to J. Paul who shot the video and made the beat. And yeah, man. So that song did get some. And it was funny because we played it. Remember for a second when we were trying to do the video for Afterthought, the title track. Right. And I think it was Smoke the Dog, Lil Weezy and them. He's like, yo, if you ever do a remix, man. And man, that joke hard. And then people just snip it on it. People was feeling it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that song just happened to. It's funny because that hook I had, everybody thought Peppy wrote it because she's from New York. That's a hook I have since high school.
Since high school,
Yeah,
probably.
I wrote it to like diss girls who didn't want to holler at me, but did want to holler at me because I wasn't the cool girl. I mean, the cool guy. Yeah, I was the cool girl.
Yeah, you was the girl.
I was the cool dude. So the girls was, yeah, they were like, because I had a flat top. So that shit been played out since I've been fucking 5. Why you still got that in your head?
Right.
And
Okay.
then they really didn't want to talk to me though. And I made a song at the end of it. I dissed them and said, "If I finish you, then apologies due. Here it comes too." Part of me do. It still had that robot little piece for the part of me do. And it's funny. Yep. And that's how it went down. And yeah, and I just kept that title. And then when me and Pappy was meeting once a week to go over how we was gonna put together the Afterthought album. And I was like, "Yo, I got this hook. I don't know if you like it." And she said, "That's your raw." I was like, "Well, let's see if we can add another song." We called Jake. "Is it cool to add another song? Will the price go up?" But he was like, but yeah, we added it on there. I don't think it was originally supposed to be on there. Yeah, and that junk was hard. It ended up being the one everybody loved. Shout out DJ Surplus, Diamond Bay, Rock Fame, Wifey. I mean, everybody who's pushing that song a lot. I think there's a lot of people, and you've been pushing it.
So what stopped you? What stopped you from freestyling so much? Everywhere you know, like I said, once upon a time.
I mean, I still do it. I don't want to freestyle, and then something is raw, and then I'm like, dang, I wish I had put that in a song.
I mean, you used to freestyle.
Oh yeah,
cat just
yeah,
hey man, I'm a rapper. My name
I do that at work. I do it, believe it or not. I just start going in, but just outside that, I just think
back then, before you got everything you got going on, and then the battle rap scene came out.
What do you
think you would have been at with that? You think you would have joined the battle rap scene if it hadn't been there before you got as much as you got going on with the podcast?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, one of them moments. I don't know.
Right? You ever watch it and just feel like, man, I should do some battle rapping.
No, it just got me want to freestyle more. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all. But I used to watch because Skinny Man Band had stayed with me for a little bit, so he used to always put them Line of Fires on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Line of Fire battle raps.
Yeah, I heard he used to steal a lot of battle lines off of you.
I can't deny I heard that. But I know he used to watch them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's a good question. I don't know. I always wonder, like, what if I didn't do this? What would this be? I always wonder, like, if I didn't look upstairs and saw those ants up there and thought she fell over, if I didn't say nothing to her, would I still be in the Forest Cove? My mind always going stuff like that. Yeah, because I watch the universe, multiple, you know what I'm saying?
As Colors the artist right now, you how do you feel? Like you feel like you just beast mode? Like, dang, ain't nobody they can't see me on this track, or you just feel like
I feel like I just need to get much out as possible. That's where I'm at. Like as soon as I guess there's so much in me, I need to get it out, and you know what I'm saying, and make it happen. Like that's the main thing. Like I really just feel like I need to. It ain't really so much. But I know the hip hop scene, nobody can mess with me. But my mind says on. I really want to get this song out. I'll get this out. It's almost like create a new gift or something. Let me get this out. I want to get much. I guess I almost compare it to Tupac because we know what happened with him. But just how he was just passionate about trying to get much stuff out. That's kind of like where I'm at. We're just trying to get much songs out, video out, project. Trying to get stuff out as much as because tomorrow isn't promised, God forbid. And I like to have, so that's why as soon as I write something, I'll be like, "Jay, can I please come in there?" You know what I'm saying? So I can try to, knock it out just in case, God forbid, my car, get in a bad car accident, this happened. And I'm like, dang, it didn't get done. I don't like to have nothing that's not anything completed.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So just basically work ethic.
Work ethic. Okay. You got anything you want to say to any of your fans or any of your friends or any people, that's watching the show?
Keep going, man. Just focus on the positivity because the negativity will be more, and always there. But if you put all the energy you do into focus on the negative, then you kind of missing out. You need to put that same energy and passion, for the positivity that you have when, if you have that for the negativity. Because it's so easy to get caught up in the negativity. Just have tunnel vision and just focus on your goals, your dreams, your passion. If it's your passion, it's going to happen, It's going to happen. I spoke, my wife up and said I was going to leave Forest Cove till my wife came. How we met, she was upstairs at Forest Cove. So I mean, if that is not verbalization.
You want to give any shout outs to anybody?
Good Lord, I'm gonna forget somebody. That's why I don't like doing them. I mean, I try to give a shout out to the people I'm directly connected. Shout out to everybody, but shout out to my those who watch cohorts, Jay Brown, Rock Fame. Shout out to my over 30 partner over there, Sean Treasy, put me on the show right now.
Appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? No doubt. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my afterthought partner, Pepe La Prada. Shout out to my beautiful wife, Lizanne Simpson. Lizanne's Ramadan soon. Shout out to my beautiful daughter, Paige. Shout out to the Other Side podcast, DJ Classy C, Ali Shaman, as well as 17 Star. Shout out to, good Lord, everybody who rocks with me. Shout out to everybody who don't rock with me, but really wants to rock with me, but just don't know how to approach me. I'm an approachable guy. It's fine. I mean, shout out to people, who maybe, just don't know. I'm cool peoples. I don't have no issues with nobody. I don't get caught up in drama, street mess, or nothing like that, or any type of mess. So I'm about just helping you and trying to help you make you the better version of you as you can. So that's where I'm at with everything. I'm meeting the boss cohorts, my CEO, Headliner Jay Brown. Shout out to them. Shout out to the whole long time coming. Here we go. Trillion Cutter, Rico, Unforgettable, Buddy Bambata, Tisha K, Jade Vocals, Miss Treese. I think I got everybody. Did I get everybody, Jay? I feel like I did. I feel like I ain't missed nobody because, it's down to 9. Yeah, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to the people that, come to Meeting Minds. Shout out to people who would like to come to Meeting Minds but just don't know how. Shout out to people who've talked about me and just don't know how to come around me comfortably. I mean, I don't care about that stuff. I mean, I don't know. I don't care.
Right.
As long as you put your hands up, you can talk all day.
You want to tell people about the next Meeting of the Minds?
Yeah. July 14th, Meeting of the Minds Media Edition. Hosted by, I was about to grab a flyer. I don't think I brought one in here yet. Hosted by Rock Fame and J Vibe. Shout out to my Food Talk people real quick in the mission. J Vibe and Aria J Brown, Food Talk. But J Vibe and Rock Fame is hosting. Featured model, my beautiful cousin, Anika Rich. Featured artist, Mr. Rob. So this is going to be hip-hop at its finest. Got magazines in the building from Savannah. We got so much guest speakers, podcasts, the media one. Y'all want to definitely be in the building. It's going to be great. And if y'all not going to be in the building, y'all going to hear about it. So either way, it's going to do what it do. It's going to be at Jungle's Bar and Grill, up the street from the old 787, right next to the Money Man Pawn Shop. Y'all make sure y'all come out and, have a good time. That's the gist of it, yeah. It's Meeting the Minds. And Treasy will be the next those to watch July 13th, the Saturday before. Treasy, Boss Man Gambino, as well as Zion G. So I think it's the only time we ever had three guys. It's usually mixed. So it's 3 straight dudes. So yeah. So yeah.
Thank you for coming on the show, man.
Yeah.
Colors The Networkman. Thank you for coming on the show, man. This is Star in My City podcast, sponsored by Meeting Other Minds, Those to Watch radio show, Geeky Sports Talks, and Studio J. One love for the culture.